Hello again, everybody. This is Brian from What You On About. What I'm on about today is my Seiko collection. Yes, I do know this is now the fourth Seiko video in a row. I swear this channel is not going to be purely Seiko, but I do really like my Seikos. I explained why a lot in my Flightmaster video, but basically, yeah, my dad got me into them, and I don't know. I just really like them. I know it's an imperfect company. There are definitely quality control issues, which we will talk a lot about when we get to the final watch on this. But with a big shout out to the person who helped me get it fixed properly. But I know it's not a perfect company, but I still just really like them. I don't know why. They're usually fairly reasonably priced until you start creeping up there. The most expensive watch on here is $1,000. I am kind of also in that camp of maybe don't spend more than that for a Seiko. There may be better stuff, even though I'm a huge Seiko fan. I don't know, but sometimes some of the more expensive ones really intrigue me anyway. Let's just get going. The next few videos not going to be Seiko. I have my Casio collection. I do have a penchant for cheap Casios, and you can see by the Casio Royale I'm wearing. And also, I do have a couple interviews coming up with some other watch YouTubers. One of them, one of my absolute favorites. Can't believe that she agreed to do it. So really excited for that. And then some reviews of some other watches that are not Seiko. So let's get going. I tried to go in ascending order of price, but right now with some of the discontinued ones, it's really tough to know what they cost now. It changes constantly. So let's get going with the first one. Some of these I'm going to take off of their little pillows. Some of them I'm not. This one I'm not. This is the Seiko SNK809. I know a lot of you guys have seen this. A lot of you guys have. It was a lot of people's first automatic watch. It was not my first automatic watch, but my first automatic watch in my modern era of being into watches. I had one in high school, but my wife bought me this one. And so I like this for a lot of ways. Number one, the SNK809. Great watch. It's running on one of these like French Paris straps from Amazon, by the way. So it's a pretty inexpensive strap. My wife bought it for me, so I will never get rid of it because of that. And also, when she complains about me buying watches, I can say, well, you started it. You started it. It's kind of an argument winner. Right now, they're about $95 because they're discontinued. Is it worth that? I don't know. I think she paid about $50 for this a couple years ago. They were a great value at that. I'm not sure. No hacking, no hand winding, all that stuff. But it's still a great watch. I still do wear it a whole lot. It's become one of my kind of just beater watches. If I'm doing something where I know a watch might get damaged, like working on the house or something, or working on my truck, I will wear this. But still, great watch, and it will never go anywhere. Next up, also in the Seiko 5 lineup, a couple of newer ones. This is the Dress KX, as they call it. This one is the SRPE53. Again, on the same brand. I don't remember the name of the brand of the company. Again, they're just from Amazon, French Paris strap. They're like $15. But I really do like the look of it on this. This is the blue sunbursty one. It is very, very pretty. I do like the Dress KX a lot. But it wound up not being quite exactly what I wanted. I was looking for a great field watch. And we'll get to that one next, and I've already done a video about it. And kind of great everyday watch. The blue, yeah, but I do wear it quite a bit. But this strap, I wear it like now when it's summer and it's hot outside. But honestly, it's usually when I want to dress it up. You can dress it up or dress it down. If I want to dress it up, I put it on this Barton, I think they call this the weathered leather strap. I call this the mother of all straps because it looks great on everything, and it does obviously look really good on this. So I do dress it up with this quite a fair bit, honestly. It's a great strap, and you'll see it. Spoiler alert, you're going to see it again in a little bit. I have two of them. I have one for another watch as well. I just do like that strap a lot. The way it weathers in, it just looks really, really good. And next up, this is one that, by the way, it's about $200 roughly. They're a great value. 4R35 movement, they're awesome. This is about the same price. This is the new Seiko Field, everybody's calling it. This is the SRPG31, this particular version. It has I think the best description I've heard of this dial color is tarmac, which I think is very good because it does have some texturing there. I apologize for the reflections off the ceiling. But I do love this thing a lot. I did a whole video about it. It's still running on the Watch Gecko Perlon strap I put on it in the video. I just think it looks amazing with this. And this is honestly, since I got it, not that long ago, 2-3 weeks ago, it's been my most worn watch by a long shot. I do like it a lot. I got it from Mimo's Jewelry using his discount codes that he has printed right on the website. They're easy to find. And you're going to hear a lot more about Mimo when we get to the most expensive watch I have. Mimo's Jewelry, great place. Definitely go check them out and, you know, tell them I sent you, I guess. I don't get a kickback or anything. I get no money back from Mimo. It's just a really good place to deal with. But I do love this thing. It's all the kind of bee blasty finish. It did come on a gray NATO, which honestly is not that bad. It actually is really good quality for a Seiko strap. You're going to notice none of my Seikos are on stock straps, because stock straps and bracelets from Seiko are, honestly, let's be honest, usually not that great. But with my tiny little wrist, this is like a 39.5 millimeter, I think, 39 millimeter. It's the same size as the Dress KX. It just, that little bit sticking out. On my tiny little wrist, it just, NATOs rarely work. Zulu straps work better. These little Perlon things are awesome. I like them a lot. And I just think it looks fantastic with this. So this is definitely one of my better looking watches. Let me see if I can get that. Even though it's kind of a daily, because again, it's $200. Stupid reflection. It's not going to show up very well. Again, it's not horribly expensive, but, and again, it's 4R36 movement. Next up, another video another watch I did a whole video about, my Flightmaster, again on the mother of all straps from Barton. I love the Flighty. There's a whole video about it. It is quartz, which is nice. I can just grab it. It's always set to the time. No, it is not indexing here. I did see a couple of reviewers complain that it's not indexing. Well, it's a slide rule. It can't index or it would be useless. So it has to be non-indexing. I don't know why some reviewers haven't figured that out. It's got to be non. It's like a you can't have an indexing compass. It's got to be able to free spin. But love the Flightmaster. These are roughly in the 250-ish range. Now, I have heard rumors this was discontinued, but I cannot confirm that. I know that Mark at Long Island Watch said he was told they were discontinued, but he can still order them and has been able to for a very long time, so in very large quantities, so I don't know about that. I really hope they don't discontinue it. If they do, I hope there's a new one. But yeah, this is just a regular quartz chrono with a very busy dial, but I really like it. I used to have a pilot's license, and so it's cool just to have this around. And now we're going to insert this in here. This is the half Seiko that I own. It's another Flightmaster, but yeah, I put it in the video before. I got ripped off. I bought this on Facebook, and it's very broken. Needs the whole movement replaced because if you unscrew the crown, that happens. So that's not fixable. It's also a lot more scratched up than it looked like it was in the photos. Guy basically told me to go screw, so and it was, yeah, I paid for it in a way I should not have, and I have no recourse, and I'm kind of stuck with this thing. It wasn't a lot of money, fortunately, but yeah, I do really want an SNA413, which is what this is, so if somebody out there has one, let me know. I may try and fix this one. I'm completely up in the air. It's really annoying and quite upsetting. So, but I have it. It looks like that. So, next up we have another watch I did a video about, and this is the last one I've done a video about, I swear. This is the SKX009. Was not into SKXs. Did not understand why so many Seiko people loved them. They're not hacking. They're not hand winding. They seem kind of old-timey. They're $450 if you can find a new old stock one. Don't do that. I got this one in a trade, actually, with a knife thing, and it worked out. To make the money work. If I remember correctly, I was trading for something, and I took it in just to make the money work. I know I didn't pay cash for it, and I've got about $250 into it, which is still a bit much, but I think it's fine. Got it with the full intention of modding the crap out of it because I've always wanted to try that. But it came to me misrepresented in the best possible way. The opposite of that Flightmaster you just saw, that Panda Flightmaster. This one was, he said it showed a fair bit of wear. It does not. It looks like brand new. So I couldn't bring myself to modify it, except for removing the stock jingly jangly bracelet, which I don't even mind that much. I do still put the stock bracelet on sometimes. It's kind of the Jubilee looking one. But I do like it better on this Blue Shark pajama strap. You're going to see more of these. It's kind of a theme here. When I find straps that I like, I do tend to buy them for several watches, because it is half the watch, let's be honest. But I really do like this, and it matches the Pepsi perfectly. So I'm thinking about getting one of those. I can't remember the name of the company now. I had it a minute ago, but with the solid end links and the rubber, they do have a blue one now, but they're out of end links. So whenever those come back, I might get one of those, but we'll see. But so far, I do like it a lot on this, and it's just charming. I did a whole video about it, so I'm not going to go on much. It's just really, really charming. Next up is my Arnie. Now, this one, it's 47 millimeters. You're looking at about, this is the SNJ027. This is the Patty version. You're looking at about $380. It is solar quartz, anti-digi. So it is just kind of a throw-it-on sort of watch. I do like the Patty because the Patty does have two-tone lume, which I think is really cool. I didn't know that until I got it, honestly. I didn't even look at that. But somebody loaned me one of the gilt versions. I can't remember the reference number. I thought there was no way in hell that my skinny little 6.6, 6.7 inch wrist could handle an Arnie. But it actually doesn't look too stupid. And I like it so much that I did go out and buy one. And I did put another Blue Shark pajama strap on it. I've tried other straps on it. I keep going back and forth. I like this one the most. I have considered going full metal on this thing. There's a company called Turtle Parts. You can find them on Instagram. They make a really nice metal bezel for this, and it's just three T6 screws. And this just pops right off. And I thought about putting a metal bracelet on it, just going full metal with it, but I don't know. I think maybe I'd get a full black one to do that and just leave this one as it is, and that's a fair bit of money. I don't know if I want to have, all said and done, what is it going to be, $600 or $550 into an Arnie, but it's possible, maybe. But so far, I'm liking this one as it is, and it's a great just fire and forget watch because, again, it's solar quartz. It's always, you don't have to worry about the battery. The calendar is always right. Everything's always right with it. And the two-tone lume looks super cool on these. I guess I should probably try and show you that, right? Yeah, I do have my flashlight here. Let's do that just to show you, because I didn't know this until I got it, because I looked at the lume from the other one. I'm going to brighten it up. You can see it kind of already, but let's brighten it up a little bit. And yeah, you've got my camera's not wanting to focus, but the pip and the minute hand are green. Everything else is blue. I like my blue lume, bluish lume, I guess, on this one. It's not as blue as some of the other ones, but yeah, I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. So, love my Arnie, and definitely, I think I like the Patty one the best, unless you're just against those Pepsi colors, which I would understand because Pepsi is a vile substance. Next up, this is one that I don't know, maybe I have kind of a controversial opinion of. This is a current generation newer monster. This is the SRPD27. Came on a rubber strap. You're looking at right around $400 for one of these. A lot of people hate the candy bar thing, but you know what? I'm 46. I wear progressive lenses. I do not mind a magnifier on the day-date, and I like a day-date because I work at home. I'm a full-time comedian and YouTuber, so I never know what day of the week it is, and I definitely don't know what day of the month it is. So it's really nice to have that on a watch, and especially in a format I can read. It came on a rubber strap, which actually is not bad. Same can be said for the Arnie. The strap that the Arnie comes with is not bad. That rubber one it comes with is actually pretty decent. But I did put it on this because I think it's cool. This is a Straps Co. composite bracelet. So it's kind of like a G-Shock bracelet and I really like it on this. I think it's super cool. It's kind of my two favorite kinds of watches, you know, are Seikos and G-Shocks, and it's made it kind of a hybrid of those, and I wear it a ton because of that. It's actually currently this watch with a bunch of water spots on it and stuff, because I was out in the rain, is the background on my phone. I love the Monster, and the controversial thing is I think that I like the new Monster better than the old ones. I've handled the old ones, I don't know. I like the new ones better. I'm going to say that about the Alpinist, too, when we get, spoiler alert, I have an Alpinist. When we get to that, I like the new ones better than the old ones, and I think I'm one of the only people that feels that way, but it's pretty great. Next one is one that, another one that I thought I would never be able to fit on my wrist, but I got it super cheap, and it's great, and I wear it. I would say I've had it for months. There are watches I wear more often now, but in the months that I've had it, it's maybe the one I've worn the most. It's a Seiko Turtle SRPE775. I did not want the gilt. I just wanted a plain black one, but this was a deal that was way too good to pass up. It came with this strap code Super O bracelet, and it's great. It's just so comfortable. It fits my tiny little wrist just fine. It is a bit heavy, but I don't have a problem with that. I just love the way it looks, and it's been super reliable. Nothing's ever gone wrong with it. Obviously, most of these aren't running because they've been sitting in a case, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to set the date on 13 watches. One of them I can't. So yeah, the date and stuff is all wrong on these, and most of them aren't running, but, well, if I shake it a little bit, it'll start running. But I just really like the Turtle. It's so much that I would really highly consider getting a King Turtle. But I don't think I'd get rid of this one, because I like this one so much that, and I don't know, I just have a mental block of owning two of the same watch. So I probably won't, but I do like the King Turtles as well a lot. It's just a great design. It's timeless, slightly retro looking, but not over the top retro looking, and just very comfortable, and I don't mind the weight. I actually don't mind a little bit of weight on a watch sometimes, which brings me to the next one. This is my Seiko Samurai SRPC07. It is the orange one. Now, this one is really hard to tell the price on. So that Turtle, by the way, I think they go for right now about $400. You can find them cheaper. I don't know if this is the most expensive version of the regular Samurai that's not a King, or the cheapest. It depends on where you look. Sometimes you can find these for a couple $100. Sometimes they're $500. So it's really confusing as far as this orange color one goes, but I do really like the orange dial. I'm not a big fan of orange as a color overall. It is only acceptable on some automobiles and on watches. That's the only two places in my life I will accept it. This is another one I got used with a strap code bracelet. This is the Hexa, which I highly recommend for the Samurai. It just matches. Even if the bracelet it comes with isn't horrid, but it's not very good. But the shape of it just doesn't match the angular case as well as the Hexa does. It's almost like the Hexa was, well, this one was made specifically for the Samurai, but it works with it extremely well. I really do like the Samurai a lot. I wear this thing a fair bit, not as much because it's a bright orange face. It's not that bright, I guess. It is a fairly neutral orange, but it depends on what I'm wearing. But if I'm wearing something that's already a little bit loud, I will definitely throw this on. And yeah, it's been very reliable. Nothing ever gone wrong with it. It's been a great watch. Next up, my dress watch. This is out of order financially. This was only about $350, but I didn't really know where to set it, and this is the order it sits in my case. So this is a Sari 165 again, with not the stock strap. It came with a blue one with the clasp on it and stuff, but I didn't really care for that. This is a crocodile strap that I got on Amazon. It seems all right, but yeah, this is the smaller version of the Cocktail Time. And again, my tiny wrist, the 42 millimeter Cocktail Times never looked right. This is 38.5, and it has a amazingly gorgeous dial, and I love this. I wear it on stage a whole lot. I'm a comedian in my other job, if I didn't say that, and it's just a really, really beautiful watch. I get more comments on this than almost any watch that I wear. My daughter actually borrowed it for her graduation, and I made a deal with her that when she graduates college, she can have it. So I only have 4 years left with this watch, and then it's going to go away. And I'll be very sad, and I'll probably just buy another one. But great watch. The Sari 165 SARY 165 reference number, by the way, is the Japanese one. I got this from Sakura.com, so this is a JDM. But there is a US reference number for it as well, but I cannot recall what it is. But they're about the same price, $350, $400, something like that. And then there were two. The Alpinist, I mentioned, yes, it is one of the new ones, the SPB187, the black one. I got this again in a trade with another knife YouTuber, Nick Shabazz. You may know him if you are remotely into knives. A very good friend of mine, and he gave me a ridiculously good deal on this. And again, I like it better than the original Alpinists. I just don't like I don't like green. And again, I like the Cyclops. I'm a freak that way. But if you're going to buy these right now, they're about $650. It came with a bracelet, which is honestly probably the best Seiko bracelet that I have. I do run it on the bracelet occasionally. Right now, it's on this leather strap, and the kind of vintagey sort of look. This is an Archer, I believe. But it's a great looking watch. It works for dressy, and then if I want to dress it down, I just put it on a regular rubber strap, like a Barton rubber strap sometimes. And it looks great either way. And the Alpinist, this is, if I could only have one watch, this would be very, 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 very high up the list, because it just works for everything. Do I ever use the compass? No, and I never will. But it's still a great watch without that compass function. It looks cool. And lastly, the SPB147. I have not done this video sooner. This was going to be the first video on the channel, but this has been out to Seiko to be repaired. Thank you very much to Mimo's Jewelry for helping me out. I bought this used from a friend. No box, no papers, no original strap. He was going through a divorce, needed the money, bought it, worked great for a couple weeks, and then when I go to bed at night, wake up an hour later and it wasn't running. And I took a nap, woke up, wasn't running. If I was up walking around, it ran fine, kept decent time. It was like 8 seconds a day off, but that's all right, I guess. And then it just got worse and worse and worse. Sent it to Mimo, had his watchmaker take a look at it. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Seiko didn't put any lube in the movement. This is a 6R35, as was the Alpinist you just saw. They didn't put any lube in it. It was dry as a bone inside, and it had damaged a whole bunch of stuff. Being no box, no papers, no nothing, no warranty. Told my friend I bought it from that it broke. Not asking for anything, just anecdotally. We're friends. We talk all the time. He paid to get it fixed. So this is about $1,000 watch. I didn't pay anywhere near that because of the situation that it was. He paid to get it fixed. So it's fine, but yeah, just so you know, Seiko charged $240 for that. They did replace the whole movement, though, so, I mean, that's great. Mimo took care of it, getting back and forth and everything, and sent it to me. Did not charge me for all the diagnostic work that he did, so great. I'm super loyal to Mimo for that. But, yeah, it's Seiko done wrong with this one, but they did fix it. So that's good. And it is running perfectly now. I'm almost kind of angry that it's now it's plus 1.5 seconds a day. I'm like, why are none of my other Seikos like that? My Alpinist isn't that accurate. Like, why aren't all the 6? If you can do that, why don't you just do that? I think that the repair shop makes them more accurate than the factory does. But yeah, I mean, that's almost Kosk region there. So it's very, very accurate now, and it's running spectacularly. But this is on an Archer, kind of antique, leather strap, vintage strap. I run it on lots of stuff. Often it's on, it just was yesterday I actually wore it on this. This is another Wrist Candy Watch Club Perlon. These things are great, and they're like $15. And then sometimes just trying to match the stock look, because this is the model that normally comes on rubber. This is an Uncle Seiko. kind of actually honestly a little disappointed with. I know a lot of you guys love the Uncle Seiko straps, but I don't know. They feel kind of cheap to me. Not sure I'll ever get one of those again, but it looks great on this, and it's kind of a dress diver. I know, diver on leather, alert the church, but it's I think it looks great on this. I don't put leather on modern divers, but I think leather on vintage divers looks pretty cool. And this is definitely vintage. You know, it's a 62 Moss homage variant, reissue, whatever you want to call it. But it's a great watch. So that is it. This has been a very long video. That is my whole Seiko collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, next videos will not be Seiko. I promise. Promise. Probably not. But I'm doing my best to promise.